What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my glorious channel.
Been a minute since we kicked it, you've been caught up with the bitches. I don't get it, you're a star love.
So today, as you saw in the title, I'm going to be talking about my first year of grad school experience. The pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, the HBCU woes and froze. I'm going to talk about it, all of it, candidly. So let's just talk about the online versus campus experience first. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, probably not, but in 2016, I did take an online class. I attended North Central University. It's in Phoenix, it's online, and it was probably the worst decision I've ever made in my life. I didn't like it because it was online. When you get into the class, like once you're registered and everything, you get your class, and I only took one class because that was my first class after undergrad. I graduated in 2014 from Bennett College. What's up, Bells? And that was my first class. I was just trying to get back into it. I was really apprehensive about it, very nervous, very worried. It gave me a lot of anxiety. So I didn't want to like stress myself out over a class, so I just took one. And this class, it was all online, and that kind of had to make me push myself to do the work, because once you get into the class, you get all your assignments, every last one of them, all of them. Like I had like 20 assignments just going down the side of my screen in like a sidebar, and you click it when it's due, you turn it in. And that presented a struggle for me just because I procrastinated to the highest, like the highest level of procrastination you have. That was me. I was literally waiting until like Sunday at 6-7 o'clock to start an assignment, and it would be due Sunday at midnight. Granted, the time difference really helped me out because I'm on the East Coast, school's on the West Coast.
There's about a three hour different time zone. 3 hour difference in time zone.
And I would be waiting until that last minute. So I would be up until like 3 o'clock doing an assignment because it's not due till midnight on the West Coast. You know what I mean? So that really wasn't the best for me. Granted, I got all the work done. I got A's. It was not, the work was not difficult. It was just me managing my time was not it. I passed the class with an A, but I chose not to go back to an online campus. To an online campus because I did not want to continue my grad school experience that way. So fast forward to my experience at Bowie, which goes into my HBCU experience, which is point number 2, 2017, and I started my process with Bowie State University. I did everything that I needed to do. I sent out my references. I did my application. I did my letter that you have to write. I did all of that, but my application was still halted because one of my recommenders did not turn in the recommendation for me, and no one in admissions told me that. And in the back of my head, I kind of knew like one of my recommendations didn't go through, and I just let that sit, like deter me from finishing the process because, like I said, I was already apprehensive about it. I was nervous about what if I fail, what if this, what if that, and I just wasn't really believing in myself and the amount of work that I could do. So I just kind of let that be like oh well, your recommendation's not in, you're not going to grad school kind of thing. Finally, when I was just over it, and I'm like, what are you doing with your life, Carolyn? Like, are you going to be doing this job forever? Are you only going to have your bachelor's forever? You have goals that you want to accomplish and you can't do it with a bachelor's degree in psych. Like, you just can't. In summer of 2018, I finally got the process going again. My application was still good at Bowie, so I asked several other people to write a recommendation for me. Those recommendations didn't go through until I got to my last recommender. A past supervisor at my last job was able to write the recommendation for me, and she wrote a bomb recommendation for me. Like, I still am in awe about the recommendation that she wrote. Like, it's literally immaculate. And I was able to start my process with Bowie. So going into the cons of Bowie, let's start there. The cons of Bowie is that there was no communication when it came to my application. No one sent me a letter, or a phone call was not said as to what happened to my application. I feel like at the time, like, that should have been something that was presented to me. No one presented that. Fine. So I get accepted. I get my interview with Bowie, and by the time I got accepted, it's like mid-August. Classes start the end of August, like the 20 something of August. It's like the 11th, something like that, right? I get invited to open house. I go to open house. Mind you, I still don't have like a welcome packet or anything like that from Bowie, so I never got a like my student ID number. I never got that at this point. I never had received that. So I go to orientation. They ask for that ID number. I didn't have it. They're like, oh no, it's fine, you don't need it right now, it's fine, we'll just email it to you. Write down your email, fill out these forms, and we'll just still get your process rolling. So fine. So then after orientation, it's time to register for classes, and I don't have any information. So I'm calling. No one's answering. No one's can tell me what's going on with my application, blah, blah, blah. So then finally, I think I just take a day off work and I just go up to Bowie and I'm asking, like, what's going on? Like, you guys need to, I need to register for classes. I need this information. Someone comes out to me, you guys. Literally, someone comes out to me and they're like, you haven't even been accepted yet.
Sis!
Where? Not accepted where? I got an email. I was going back and forth before all of this, before orientation. I was going back and forth with someone in admissions, and he's the one, he emailed me personally. I was at work. I was like, oh my God, I got accepted. He was like, yeah, you can go to orientation. It's this day from this time, blah, blah, blah. This is what you need. Boom. And in the email, it literally said you don't need a student ID. Literally, it said that in the email. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm like, no, like, I'm speaking to the lady and I'm like, no, that's not true. I got an email saying that I was accepted, honey. Like, give me my stuff. She's like, oh, you did? From who? And I'm like, here's the email right here. She's like, oh yeah, can you send that to me? I'm like, okay, fine. So I send it to her, and she comes back out to me like 20 minutes later, and she's like, oh, you're right, you have been accepted. You can go to this person and get your student ID. Thank you, boo. Thank you. So those are the cons of going to an HBCU. Lack of communication, lack of information. People aren't answering the phones. It's always on their time. Cool. But when it comes to you taking my money, you want that real fast, don't you? You want it real fast. But the pros, I have to say, the group of girls that I met this year in my classes have really wholeheartedly like lifted me up and kept me going and kept me in my right mindset, and just been the group of strong Black women that I definitely needed in my life. Like, I feel like this is also a part of me going to grad school, was meeting new people, making new friends, and I feel like I did that. Like, kudos to me. That was the reason why I wanted to go to an HBCU. Just having that likeness of women around me really motivated me more to do what I had to do. Seeing everyone striving for a common goal really motivated me more to do what I had to do. So that's why I chose the HBCU. Regardless of the cons, the pros definitely outweigh it. So like I said, my major is school counseling, and with school counseling, there's a lot of research. There are a lot of papers. There are a lot of tests, and all of that comes with time management. And so time management is probably, it's not like one of my strong suits, but I'm good at it. Even at work, I can time manage very well. I'm able to block out times where I'm able to do work, do schoolwork, and do work, if that makes sense. And I'm also blessed to have a job that's also flexible with me with my hours. Like, I'm able to go to work and do homework and when I have my students, we do our homework together, and it's just like a thing. Like, I get my kids, I help them with their homework, they see me doing my homework, it motivates them, they motivate me. It's kind of like a boomerang effect, if you will. That was probably a little bit of a rant, but my time management is really good. I plan out, I use a planner, I use the syllabi that I'm given. As the first day, I mark down everything, all when the assignments are done, in my calendar, so that way I'm able to see it. It's manifesting. I remember because it's visual. I wrote it. I remember what these days are, and if I forget anything, I'm able to reference both the syllabus and my calendar. Consistency. I'm really proud of how consistent I was this year. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't think that I was going to get this far in my degree, this far, especially with all the apprehension that I had in the beginning. I just really didn't think that, not that I had what it took, but that I was ready for the amount of work that was going to present itself to me. The work, honestly, it's not a breeze, but it's not as difficult as I thought. That also comes into having a group of people that are in the same class. Like, make sure you're networking in your classes. At like the first couple days of class, you need to be scoping out who's about their stuff and who's not, and the ones that are the ones that you need to be in a group with, period. I feel like having that also motivated me too. In all of my classes, I'm always picking out at least one or two people that I can reference to or contact, like, hey, do you have this? Can we exchange this? So that way we can look over it. I'll show you mine, you show me yours. We can see, like, you know, like if we're lacking anything, or where we both, you know, you can just compare. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You can compare. My last 3 points kind of go together, which is consistency, time management, and planning, and all that kind of goes together. You really have to have all 3 of those in order to be successful, I found. Like, if I'm inconsistent in my studying, my time management is off, like my planning is off, my getting my work done is off, all that is kind of like cohesive together. I don't even know, that's not even like a thing. I am really excited about the rest of my academic year. My summer class was 5 weeks, and I ended that the first week of July, so I've really just been chilling and getting my mind right and preparing for the fall semester. Also, we got to do a subscriber update. Currently, I have 1,205 subscribers. So I just wanted to thank you all so much for watching. It's like a mix of subscribers that I have, which is really good. That means I can cater to a lot of different people. I know people want to see more furniture DIYs. Don't worry, those are coming. Oh, also, I have a giveaway that I am doing for the rest of this month. So in order to enter my giveaway, you must be subscribed to my channel. And when you're subscribed to my channel, comment down below and say done. So in this giveaway, I'm going to be giving away a gift card, which is already purchased. Your girl already has it right here. It is a Visa gift card. Boom. A Visa gift card. $50. I don't know if you can see that. A Visa gift card, $50 that I'll be giving away. You're welcome. I also wanted to purchase you guys one of my favorite fanny packs that I got from my friend's boutique in California. It's called Janisha, and everything for this will be linked down below as well if you want to buy one. I believe there's only one more left, so get it soon. I'll also have a 15% off coupon code for you down below as well. Use my name, CarolynPatreese, and you can get 15% off at janisha.com. And this fanny pack is really good. It's like hieroglyphic, I guess that's what it's kind of called. Like, and the belt expands. I don't want to like do too much with it because it is for someone else. This is comfortable, it's stylish, it goes with almost anything that I'm wearing. So and it's still going to be summer. This goes with that hot girl, city girl summer, you know. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, comment down below done, and that's how you can enter into my giveaway. Again, thank you guys so much for 12,005 subscribers, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you love it, sub it, and I'll see you guys in one of the videos that are over here. Go ahead and click on it. Now you want to.